Hi everyone, Ricky here from Tech Talk. Thanks very much for joining us. Today I want to bring you a comparison. So on the left hand side, and it's always going to stay on the left hand side, is the Vodafone Smart First 6 versus the Vodafone Smart Mini 7 on the right hand side. So this was a 2015 model from the 6 series. This is a 2016 model from the 7 series. Now I wanted to bring you this comparison because the specs are very similar, but there have been key changes and improvements over the year ahead. So first of all, let me demonstrate what the phones look like. Then we're going to do some speed test comparisons. We're going to do a boot test comparison. I'm going to go through some of the specs. And also I just want to see what you think as well in this video. So looking at the two devices here, they're very similar, but there are key changes inside. First of all, on the front, you can see there's a difference in the button layouts as well. They've changed a little bit. So first thing, let's have a look at the devices. So on the front here, they're very similar, but you will notice a little difference as the Vodafone Mini 7 does have a camera on the front where the first 6 didn't. So from this side here, you can see a little bit of an improvement on the black, on the white, so it makes it look nicer and it stands out compared to the all white on the first 6. Turning to the back, you can see there's a little bit of improvement. The camera is slightly larger. The Vodafone logo is more hidden, and also this is your speaker here on the back, where on the Mini 7 it's on the front. Turning to the top now, you still got your 3.5 jack, which is nice to see. Going around to the other hand side, you're not actually going to notice much at all, as there's nothing on this side. Turning to the bottom, they both still have a micro USB for charging. So let's just do a good old-fashioned boot test to see how well they compare against each other. So I'm just going to hold the power buttons down here and tapping on these. 1, 2, 3. There we go, the Mini 7 is off already. And there was the first 6. So let's turn him back on. 3, 2, 1. So the Mini 7 was ahead there, and not far behind was the first 6. So it's very close to see. So moving on to the specs, let me go through some of the specs for you on these devices. So I'm always going to give you the first 6 first, then the Mini 7. So both these models is a 4-inch display with a WVGA screens. This one is running Android 4.4, where the Mini 7 is running Android 6.0, so the latest software. They're both 3G devices running at 21 megabits per second, or depends if that's your connection speed. This one has 1400 milliamp hour battery, so the Mini 7 is slightly higher with 1500 milliamp hour battery. They both have 2 megapixel rear facing cameras, but the Mini 7 has that 0.5 front facing camera. They both have 4 gigabytes of onboard storage, and both can take a micro SD card. The first 6 is a dual core compared to a quad core on the Mini 7. Thickness is slightly different as well. So the first 6 is 11.8, where the Mini 7 is 9.9, and you can see that here. Like I said, the first 6 came out in May of 2015, and the first 7 came out in May 2016. So both of these phones also have 512 megabytes of RAM. Price-wise as well, the first 6 you can pick up for £25 now here in the UK. The Mini 7 you can pick up from £35 a month, and of course links will be in the description. Okay, so moving on to speed, I'm going to run Geekbench 3 and we should get some single core score and a multi-core score for both of these devices. So let's load the application together and we'll see how well they do. So 3, 2, 1. So on here you get a little spec sheet and you can see what I've gone through previously, and we can run test. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what I'll do is pause the camera here and come back when done. Okay, so our results are in, and we'll start first of all with the first 6. It scored a single core score there of 254 compared to 355. Multi-core score scored 464, where the multi-core score on the Mini 7 scored 1188. So that's a vast improvement. That's thanks to that quad-core processor as well. So let me know what you think down below. Technology moves on, different changes come in. First of all, the Mini 7 has got a lot better platform. Android 6.0 is the latest software. I know there are slight adjustments like 6.1 and 6.1.1, but this is running their latest software compared to 4.4. Let me know down below what it is. I'm trying to remember the different software names for the different devices. But let me know what you think of these two devices. I've done quite a comparison here, comparing the specs, the prices, speed test, and boot test as well. So let me know what you think down below. So last year I looked at a lot of the Series 6 devices, that Ultra 6, Prime 6, First 6, Mini 6. This year I've had a look a lot at the 7 series, so the First 7, the Platinum 7, the Ultra 7, and there's another one to come as well. And I think Vodafone have really stepped up their mark as well. Also, one other thing I want to just point out as well. On the back here, there's actually a textured feel now compared to a slippery feel. This one is very slippery. This now has a textured feel to it and is looking a lot better. So like I said, let me know what you think down below. Personally, for an extra £10 here in the UK, $15 to $17. In America, please go for the Mini 7 as it is miles better. With that quad-core processor, you get 100 more millionth hour for your battery. The RAM's the same, you get 2 megapixel camera, which is the same, but you also get that 0.5 selfie camera as well for people that do like to take selfies. And for children, this is maybe a great first start to a smartphone and getting them introduced to smartphones as well. So please let me know what you think down below. Please always give a like to the video, subscribe for all our latest videos on all our devices, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.